Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So I've got a post review to do today on my little flower, my teacup with all those roses going up into the top. Let's move the box out of the way. We're going to do a kitting down as well on this, so it's a specials kitting down, and I do need to seal it as well. So I've got my crystal art sealer all out there ready, the big jar that I got at Christmas. The first thing, I've decided I didn't like the hummingbird hanging from this one, so I'm actually going to cover over with a couple of gems on this. You can see there we've got the holes for the, you could just about see it, sorry it's a bit glary. Yeah, you can just about see the hole there. There and there, so I'm going to cover those over with gems so it looks like there isn't a hole there. So I won't be using the little keychains today, they'll go into my stash, because I just didn't like the hummingbird. I couldn't work out which way I liked it hanging best, and also I just thought I don't know whether I really want a little like hummingbird coming into the flowers, so I'm just going to leave it as is because I think it's really pretty. But look at the sparkle and shine on those gems. That is so pretty. Those colours, absolutely gorgeous. All the way down, all the different colours of blue, just giving the shading on that teacup with the little hint of yellow. It's like one of those real old-fashioned ones where you used to get the gold edging on your china, and you'd forget and put it in the microwave and it'd go ping 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 because it's all metal. Or was that just me? Okay, also I've decided as well, and one of my subscribers, the lovely Jeanette, agreed with me that this doesn't really go. I'm not quite sure what they were thinking when they put this pattern with this teacup. It's just so not there, and even turning it over you can still see the pattern through. So I've raided my stash and I've got a plain one. So I've got the plain one that came with it and another plain one that I had, I think it was probably with one of my Christmas ones. I can use that stand for something else, and it's just going to be on a clear stand. So once it's done, it will be on the clear stand. Oh, and I've just thought, if I put this in the stand, then I should be able to do both sides of the sealer at once. So that would be handy rather than leaving it to dry till tomorrow, because I do like to leave them overnight. Because it is Mother's Day on Sunday and we are rapidly approaching Sunday. So yeah, I've got to get this finished off. It took me 2 evenings to do, a couple of hours each side. What I did was I did one side one night, and with ones like this I do, because you tend to find that they do move quite a bit, and sometimes the glue underneath the plastic can still be quite movable. I like to do one side and then leave it a day and then do the other side. And I then find that when you're doing the other side, particularly if you've got it on a flat surface, it's not, the friction's not causing the gems to move. They seem to stick if they've been down for a while, rather than when I think I first did one, I think it was a few Christmases ago, I did an item that was double-sided, and I was doing both sides at once. So I would like do all the gold that on this side, and then I would do all the gold on this side, and then when I turned it back over, all the gems on this side had moved. So it is really better if you can. Obviously you'll have your own way of doing it, but I've found the best way for me to do it is to do all of one side and then leave it and then come back. Probably, as I say, 24 hours seems to be a good time for me. Maybe less, I don't know, it depends on your time constraints, sorry. Restraints are a whole other thing. Yeah, it just depends, you know, how long you've got really, as to how long you can leave it. But as I say, 24 hours seems to be about the right time for me to then come back and do the other side, and I don't get any slippage, which is marvellous. But I love this. I just love the sparkle, I love the colours. When I get it underneath my magnifying light, with like the pure daylight bulb on it, it is just so pretty. It just sparkles like diamonds. It's just wonderful. Really good. So my mum's going to have to put it under a nice light. I'm going to tell her, leave instructions with the present. Shall I seal first or shall I put away first? Let's get the sealing done first and then it can be drying. Okay, just bear with me a second. Right, so I'll just get out my well-used ink resistant and heat resistant mat. I use these as like my messy mats. If you go into craft stores, something like this will probably cost you about £10, but I got these from the pound store, because basically all they are baking sheets. So yeah, just heat resistant, but they're brilliant for wipe off, so it just saves your desk rather than putting sealer onto your desk. The best thing to do with this is to use some cling film over the lid, because they do tend to get a bit sticky, you know, where you wipe your pen on the edge and it runs down. I mean, if you're really good, you could clean it off as you do it, but if you're anything like me, you don't, and then it gets stuck. Or if you do find that your lid has got stuck onto the pot, then if you run it under a hot tap for a few, well, I think I had to do mine for about a minute because it's a while since I've used it, and then just use a damp cloth, grab it with a damp cloth like opening a jar, then it does just come off. But I am going to go and find some cling film, or saran wrap as they call it in the States, just to put on the lid, and then it just stops it from sticking, because it is very sticky. It's brilliant. This is, as I say, the Craft Buddy Crystal Art Sealer. This is the 400ml pot that I've got, because I was doing a lot at Christmas. I've used about half of it. But yeah, so shall I put it in the stand? I think I will. So let's see if we can get this. The trick to these is to sort of put one corner in first and then pull them round. And they can be a little bit stiff, and the trouble is, because you are going through 2 layers of plastic as well, you can sometimes battle if it's not quite straight. So let's have a go at this. Just bear with me a second. Right, okay, so that's done that. So I push it right on, and then I actually put it down flat onto the surface and push down. So then you end up with it completely flat. So it stands completely flat, and that is level with the base there. Okay, so let's just do this side first. Let's get into this. And the trick with this is to put not too much on, but a little does go a long way. So I always start in the middle and sort of spread out and just see where I'm going. It does go on white, which is great, because then that allows you to see where you've actually put your sealer, and then make sure you go right over the edges, because you will find that over the edges is where the glue is sort of sticky-ish. Does that make sense? No, you know what I mean. It's where they've put the glue over the edges, or it's squidged out when they've put the cover sheet on and gone through there. But anywhere where there are just plain bits, it just dries clear. It dries completely clear. It doesn't dull the crystal at all. You can still see your shine through. So I like the fact that it goes on white, because at least you can see where you are going. You can use a little bit of pressure, not too much. And I mean, I'm going over this twice because I'm just frightened I've missed bits, because it is a little bit dark in here, and I do apologise for the shadows. I am filming late on an evening, would you believe, because I fell asleep this afternoon. I was going to come and start filming this afternoon, and we've just had a busy week. And hubby's not been sleeping well, and that causes Millie to want to go outside all the time and chase cats, and oh dear. So yeah, it's been just a couple of sleepless nights. So I don't know, I just watched the end of this film, and the next thing I know, it's a couple of hours later, I just fell asleep. Not really like me. I don't really like to sleep during the day, because I tend to find I feel worse then. So yeah, I do apologise for the shadows. Right, using this sealer then, back to the sealer, which is what we are supposed to be doing, Liz. Not talking about sleeping patterns. What you're doing is actually, it's like grouting tiles. You're basically pushing the sealer in between the drills, in between the gems. And what that does is lock them in place. So if it's going to go in a steamy environment, say a bathroom or a kitchen or somewhere, then you're not going to be melting the glue on the gems. I mean, with the best will in the world, you know, it is only like a tacky glue that is holding the gems on. And yes, it will hold on to it for a long time, but, you know, start putting it into different environments and it is going to affect it. You know, it's not super glue in any way, shape or form. So by putting this sealer on, what this does, as I say, it acts like a tile grout and it's locking those little drills in place. It's getting in between them and just basically sticking them together as like a permanent glue. And it just holds them. And as I say, it doesn't dull any of the shine. I've done an awful lot of different projects and yeah, it's held them all in place. The only thing that I do need to still investigate, as I've said in previous videos, like with my owl cushion, I need to investigate a glue that will hold them in place, but also then be washable. As I say, I have been looking into fabric glue. I've not purchased any yet. I'm still looking at various different types as to which I will think will be best, but we'll see how we go on that. Just make sure I get all these bits. It's very, very pretty, this. I do like it. Sorry, I hope that tapping ain't getting on your nerves. It's getting on my nerves a little bit. Let me just hold this up and do it this way. Don't know how I'm going to do the other side now, but I will. There's ways around everything. I'm a bit out of shot, aren't I? Let me try and keep back in shot. Because I'm trying to keep out of the way and keep out of the shadows, but keep at arm's length as well. And yeah, make sure I stay in my shot. Oops, now I'm tapping the other side. Oh, I can hear somebody going, ooh, at the other side of my craft room door. Hubby's watching telly very loudly today. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe to keep him awake. Because he's been snoozing off as well. And yeah, Millie's decided she's at the other side. I can hear her snuffing under the door. You just can hear this coming under the door. So, right, I think we've just about done that. As I say, as much as anything, you know, the middles are important, but the edges are very important as well. And I've just remembered I do need to put those gems on. So let me just get a little bit extra to go. Where did I say the hole is there? So I'm going to put some there. And where was the other hole? Can't remember where it was. No, there is only one hole. We ended up with an extra chain, didn't we, on this one? I remember now. Right, so I now need to find those larger green gems. Just let me have a look. Right, there it is. Number 21. Come in, your time is up. Alright, so we've put a blob of, as I say, you can use this if you find that you've got any parts of your canvas that aren't sticky. You can use this, the sealer, to put, but you do have to put your gem on straight away. Whereas if you do the magic glue, you would leave it to dry and go clear before you put it on. But putting that on now, that will now seal that gem in place. So what I now need to do while I've got these out is go to the other side, just use what's in the lid there and put a gem on the other side. So just again, putting that glue, just put a good blob, we want plenty on because we want it to stick, and that's just going to cover that hole, and then anybody looking at this won't know that there should have been a chain hanging from there unless they're a diamond paint. I've just dropped that and I've no idea where I've dropped it, so we'll just pick another one up. Very difficult doing this in the air, but yeah, I'm using my beautiful pink tweezers. Love my hot pink tweezers, and just pop that on there. So now, as you can see now, see if I can get that to focus. You can see it looks a bit messy, but that again will dry clear, and that has now covered up where that little hole was. So you will no longer know that there was a hole there. Make sure it's on both sides. Yep, that's fine. This is already starting to dry on this side, which is good. We're already starting to get some drying. So right, let's do the other side. Right, I've just got a bit of a cloth as well to wipe my tweezers, because take it off things straight away, it just saves messing about trying to get off when it's completely stuck. And yeah, it is very, very sticky. So put my tweezers away. Okay, And we will now seal the other side. So I will have to do this balancing in the air. Let me just put the lid back on those gems and put those away. Otherwise that's going to be going everywhere as well. Okay, and I'm going to start at the bottom. That just gives that little bit at that end a little time to dry. So Millie is now my little foot warmer. She is keeping my feet warm. Not that they need keeping warm, it's definitely got a lot warmer in the weather today. We've had lovely weather. It's quite surprising. That is very surprising. This big yellow thing appeared in the sky. I'm like, oh, what's that? What's going on? Yeah, and it was the sun. It was wonderful. Okay, just give these a oops. Just take that off that base. It does just clean off. So it's similar to like a school glue basically, but I think it does have other things in it, this, because it doesn't bubble. You'll tend to find if you water it down, or if you do use say PVA glue, that it can start bubbling, and then you just don't get that nice finish. Particularly, maybe not so bad on doing special drill projects, but particularly if you're doing like a picture, it can start bubbling. It's very bendy and very wobbly, this. Just get around these edges, make sure I've done the edges. You can always go back over and do little bits that you've missed, but I wouldn't recommend going over your project more than once. Certainly, you know, once it's sealed, it is sealed. If you go over it again, then you do risk getting bubbles, and you do risk starting to dull your project. Keep putting layers on it, it is going to eventually lose some of its spark. I would think. It's not something I've done, but I would think it's not necessary. It's not something you need to do. I'm hopeless at painting walls because I just flit about from one place to another. I think the last time I painted walls, I started writing messages on and I got into trouble. Trying smiley faces and all sorts. If it dries like that, it'll be darker there and you'll see somebody smiling at you on the wall. Oops, never mind. There's worse things that I could have been drawing. Oh dear. So yeah, let's just get into this. I knew I shouldn't have done my nails today. They were looking pretty terrible, and I just thought, oh, I'm going to do my nails today. I had to go out to the post office today. I've been posting off all my charity parcels and some little happy parcels to a couple of friends. And yeah, I thought, oh, I can't go to the post office with my nails looking like this. So I've done my nails today, and then I've suddenly thought, oh, I'm going to be sticking later on. I'm going to be sealing. Yeah, it can get on your nail varnish, and then it can be difficult to get off. I suppose it makes it shinier, but yeah, well, then when you're wanting to take your nail varnish off, you've got an extra layer to go through. So one little bit more. Sorry if this is wobbling about too much for you, but it is actually quite difficult to do up. I think I should have just done one side at a time, but it's like anything else, once you've started, you might as well just carry on. And in hindsight, I think I won't do that again. Right, so let's just do that. Now I think we are completely covered. Let me know if I've missed a bit. And I know, Claire, you're going to say to me, you've missed a bit. But I'm just going to ignore you because I know you're going to say it. Claire's one of my lovely friends that I've met through diamond painting. Okay, so yeah, oh, you can see, look, oops, let's just take this. Any that you get of blobs, just use your brush. And this is where you end up with extra on your edge of your tub. But yeah, just take them off, just go around. You can use a dry wet wipe, a non-lint wet wipe, but make sure it's dry, don't use wet ones, and just take off excess. Craft Buddy do recommend that once you've put the sealer on, you do go over the top with a dry wet wipe. But I've never found the need to, because I've always found that it just dries clear anyway. So it's just an extra step and a possibility of moving your gems that I just don't want to take. So yeah, as you can see, that is really starting to dry now. So we'll pop that on one side to dry. Now just bear with me, because I've got a couple of other little things to do. I don't know if you remember, this was my little hanging thing with the feathers on the bottom. I did one side and I never got around to doing the other side, and I don't know why. I put it away without doing the other side. It's another jumper in there. Just let me keep all these bits together. So I might as well do this one while I've got my sealer out. As I say, I tend not to seal everything as I go along. I tend to keep things and then do like a mass sealing. Yeah, so I'll show you this once it's completed. I did it during Smashing the Specials, and this just has the little mauve purple feathers on the bottom. So yeah, it's just got like the little hanging gems and everything. But I'd started putting it together and then realised that I'd not sealed it, so we'll just give this one a seal. Okay, so it doesn't matter that it's going over the parts that don't have any gems on, because it does dry clear. If you want to, you can wipe them off, but it's not necessary. I will show you the other side in close up in a second so you can see. I liked this one because it's like got a breast cancer care ribbon on the bottom, which I hadn't realised until I got it. And it has just got this pink ribbon at the bottom. It's just part of the pattern, but it does just look like a breast cancer care ribbon. And the breast cancer care local charity that I raise funds for and support does actually have a butterfly as its emblem. And Lupus, the charity for lupus, also has a blue butterfly as its symbol, and I do support that charity as well. So yeah, it was quite a poignant one, this one. I quite liked this for all its charms and everything. So let's just hang on to that. Should have got my pokey tool out to do this. I shouldn't have done my nails today. Silly Liz doing nails. Right, so that is that. Whoops. It's alive, it's escaping, the butterfly's flying away. Yeah, as you can see, it's a lot quicker to do when it's just laid flat. You can get into those corners a lot quicker. So I will just quickly show you the other side. As you can see, it has dried, completely clear. So even though it looked like this, completely white on that side, when it dried, that's how it looked. So there's no problems with it going over the sides. So I'll just pop that out of the way. And while we're here, I may as well do my owl cushion as well. Just so I'm looking at me out the corner of my eye. Let's just move that to one side. Put that in the corner over there. I don't want to knock it off. I don't want to go on the carpet and end up with fluff. So yeah, this is my cushion cover. As I say, this one actually has a wipe clean surface around the end, but it is material on the other side. So I do need to find somewhere of being able to wash these. So yeah, I'm looking for some sort of sealer that will go, well, really we all want it to go in the washing machine, don't we? Let me just get these claws in shot. There you are, you can see them. Just give it a good splodge round. If you want to, you can just wipe around the edge. It's not wholly necessary, as it does dry clear. Gosh, how many times have I said it dries clear? Probably as many times as I've said Smashing the Specials. I was when I was editing some videos, I thought, gosh, I do refer to it, and it was February. You know, it's well, we're nearly the end of March now, aren't we? So yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah, let's just get this one sealed. Okay. Oops. Right, just get the edges done first. do like the fact that it goes all right. Right. It was lovely to do this. I'm halfway through my tiger. I've not got much of it done. Because, as you know, hubby came home from hospital and he's still home, yay! And he's still very, very weak. I am having trouble moving him around. We are looking at possibly just getting some help in, you know, just until he gets his strength back a little bit more. Because he gets upset, bless him, which, you know, you will. I mean, gosh, when you're used to doing everything for yourself, to suddenly just doing basic things suddenly become really hard. It's difficult to adapt to, you know, and I can understand that. And so, yeah. Going to see if we can just get a little bit of help. We'll probably have to pay for it, unfortunately, but que sera, that's how life goes. If we do, we do. But we'll look into it. We'll see how we go. Okay, just get these edges done. I do love this owl. I love these eyes. I just think it looks so pretty. And I've got my cushion covers ready to go inside it. I got those from Amazon. I got my, not cushion covers, cushion inners. The bits that go inside the cushion. They're really nice quality as well. But they've come packaged, you know, like really, really tiny. And I love it when you take them out and they go boof. And then you've got to like leave them 24 hours so that they can fully expand. I love doing that. It's like watching a big marshmallow expand. Done, and then we've done all the edges. I have done this, one of my earlier videos from when I first started. I did use this sealer on glow-in-the-dark drills as well. So you can actually seal glow-in-the-dark drills, use this sealer on a glow-in-the-dark drill, and it will still glow. Because I wasn't sure if putting a sealer over the top would affect the light getting through to the glow-in-the-dark part. I'm not a scientist. I'm not quite. I know you've got to have sunlight or whatever, or light onto it, UV light possibly, onto the glow-in-the-dark drills, so that they will then glow. They've got to like charge up. And I was a bit worried that if you did do a picture and then sealed it, that possibly you wouldn't get the sunlight through quite so much. It would affect it, but it didn't. And it was really good. It did still work. And the glow-in-the-dark items that are sealed do actually still glow in the dark. I think the funniest thing was I actually, while I was doing that as well, to add to it, I bought some glow-in-the-dark glue because it was around Halloween time. And the glow-in-the-dark glow-in-the-dark glue glows as well. So I walked into my craft room one night without the light on, and there's this bottle of glow-in-the-dark glue glowing at me off the shelf. I could just see this green glow. It was really, really funny. So it's amazing how powerful that stuff is. Okay, I'll just go over the ABs. As I say, it doesn't affect ABs at all. They do still glow. So let's get his little beak done. Should have used my bigger brush. This is quite a small brush to be doing a large area. I normally just use this one for doing specials and doing smaller projects, but I do have a bigger brush that I would normally use to do a bigger size, but that's okay. This works, just takes a little bit longer, that's all. Talk amongst yourselves, go make a cup of tea. Oh dear. So, yeah. I was going to put this in our conservatory, which is basically like a sunroom, like a big plastic box on the back of the house. but it's south facing and it does get well over 100 degrees in the summer in there. So I'm a little bit worried about putting it in there. We have had things melt. I did make the mistake one year of putting a candle in there, you know, as like a decoration, and it just went and all melted and went everywhere. So I suppose I could put my cushion in there to test it, but I don't really want to, because if it spoils I'd be really upset, because I really like this. Maybe if I've got something that I don't really like, which is a bit daft, but you know, some things you like better than others, don't you? When you've done a project, like some pictures you do, you think, I thought I was going to really like that, and now I've done it, I'm not really keen on it. Maybe I can do it with one of those and see what happens. I certainly wouldn't put anything that's not sealed in our conservatory, because I do think that you'd just end up with all the drills just melting off. I think it really would melt the glue. I'm not sure what it would do with double-sided tape. That's interesting. That's something to think about. But I suppose that would dry out, because I know from making cards, you know, if people keep their cards up that I've made them, eventually, particularly when it's hot, double-sided tape, the glue will dry, and it does start yellowing with age. It's usually after a couple of years, and things do start coming off, falling apart. You know, I've had a few people say, could you just re-stick this for me? Which is why now, if I know somebody's going to be, you know, putting a card out and using it for a long time, particularly Christmas cards, I do use, well, it's pinfile glue. It's like a silicone glue, like a silicone gel, but it doesn't have the smell, and it doesn't have any silicone in it. I don't know what's in it. It's like a special recipe that they have, but I've been using that, I don't know, about 15, 16 years maybe longer. It's just something I've always got, I've always had, from doing my cards with 3D decoupage and everything, to sticking embellishments and things on. I've always found that that's the one thing. I've actually I've got a few holes in our walls, you know, when you put a screw in a wall and you've put like the dowel in as well, or whatever it's called. No, not the dowel, what is it, whatever that little plastic bit is that you then put the screw in the wall and screw them in. If they come loose or come out, because our walls are terrible, it's quite a newish house, then I've put some of the pinfile glue gel in there and then put the screw in the little plastic thing, and it stayed in. It's worked really well. So it's quite handy for a lot of things. Right, so that's our owl done. That's our sealer finished with now. So we'll put that away. I will have to go and wash my brush. Just make sure that's all done. As I say, it will dry completely clear, but then I will be able to put my cushion in it and use my owl. Yay! So I will let you see that when it's done. Right, okay, so I've just been and washed my brush out because I don't want to leave that. I've wiped my mat as well, so I'll leave that at the side to dry now. So now we need to look at putting these gems away. Ooh, and there's lots of them. 24 different colours on that little flower. I'll just move it in a little bit so you can see it just on the corner there, glistening away and drying. And for whatever reason now the flash has come on my camera. So yeah. Okay, so this is my spare storage for my special shaped drills. The round ones are in my little red box. I need to get that one out as well. It is a little bit long-winded, this, because I do have a few that I need to go through. So let's just sort out into colours first. I thought that was a piece of plastic then, it's the shadow. And sort out into gems as well. So we've got clear gems and we've got blue, and blue matches my nails, look. And we've got a gold there and another blue. Another gold. Look at all the blues that were in it, really pretty. And we've got a red and a pink, and some more pinks there, and another pink, greens. Put the greens with the blues there, I think. Oh, more greens. These are all just the, I think these are the standard size, yeah. 21 was the slightly larger size and 22 was, so they will be in this box. That's like an orangey colour. That's another gold. That's another pink. And then these are the special shapes. Okay, so just pop those out of the way. This is my lipstick storage that I've used. This is the 28 one. So I didn't use any of the smaller ones for pens and things, but I put my bottles in. And I just found for doing a project like that, that had a lot of gems, and I was doing it double-sided rather than working from bags and risking spilling them. A Millie hair that's just escaped there. Then I decided to put it into bottles. I just found that a lot easier to do. So this is going to be fun. The silver is just your standard silver, so that should be somewhere near the front. What I need to do with them all first, the plain gems, is check if I've got any that match up to my Craft Buddy colours. So my Craft Buddy colours, which is Craft Buddy Crystal Art, they number all of their gems. So I'm going to go through, just take a few at a time and have a look and see if I've got any of them. Let me just move those out of the way because I'll be looking in those next, and I'll stand those over there. Let me do it so you can see better. Let's have a look. Okay, so we know we've got standard silver, but those silvers I'm just going to put into my large jar because this is quite full, and I do have another little bottle as well. So this is my large jar with all my spare silver gems in, look. It will eventually be full. It used to be mixed gems that I'd spilt or hadn't matched up, or trash bits, but I started putting my silver in, and eventually it will cover my Scotty. This is actually glow in the dark, black drills on this, so this does glow in the dark. This is a little pattern of a Scotty dog and a heart that I did myself when I did my little experiment. Okay, put that back there. So we're not using the silver, just trying to keep these separated. And red, have we got that red? Is that the same red? Yep, so that's that red, so that's good. We can put that in there. For whatever reason, Millie has now decided to start taking stuff out of the bin. We just push these all up slightly. Again, it's not going to be quite so easy to colour match tonight because I'm under artificial light and under the flash. It is a lot easier if you do this in daylight, but I just want to get these put away if I possibly can, so that's why I'm doing it this way. So that's one, that's number 4. Oops, just keep pushing those back. Right, I'm just going to take those out for now and work through them that way, but I'm just going to do them a few at a time. So that one is now empty, and I'll leave the labels on for now. I'll take them off later. Oh, and these are all falling. What are you doing, Liz? Frame, girl, frame. Right, so I'm looking at 2 pinks now. They're all golds. So do these match up to any of these pinks? That's sort of a hot pink. Is it that pink though? And is that pink? It's definitely not that one. I think those are those 2. You do tend to find when you're doing special drill projects, although there are lots of different shades, that you do find a lot of the same ones do match up. It's not like matching up your pinks in your DMC codes where there's a lot more different variations. Okay, so that's that one, that's number 8. Pop that back away over there. Oops. And this one's number 10. It's number 10 on, actually, strangely enough, it's number 10 on there as well, but that's just the number of the drill. That was just as they numbered them 1 to 24. So that's those now put away. Okay, and then, so now we're looking at these golds. That one's empty as well. Put that one back over there. So let's look at these. Ooh, now then, the next three are gold as well, so let's lay these out. And let's lay these golds out here and see if any of these colours match up to these. Now that one's looking pretty similar to that one. Okay, these are a very deeper colour, so is that possibly that one? Oh, not sure, not sure. Could it be that one? No, no, it's definitely more of a honey. Is it that one? Oh dear, right. Could be that one. I think that's slightly different shades. No, I'm not happy that they're the same shades, so I'm not going to put those in these bags, but I will put this one in because that is practically that colour. It's like a very yellow, very pale yellowy gold. So they will go into my little spares that aren't matched up with anything. I want to try and keep these, daft as it sounds, as pure as possible. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, 23. I mean, not that it matters if an odd one gets in, but now I've started this new system, then I do want to try and keep it, rather than just having a great big bag of gold and a great big bag of green or whatever. All right, so now we're looking at some greens, so let's have a look at these. The greens are the ones that I find the hardest because they're just so close on shading, some of them in these gems. So let's have a look. So no, that's definitely not that one. It's not any of those. Okay, so possibly. No, I think that's more that one. That's like a very, oh, I think that's that one. Yeah, that's that one. So we have got a one match. Okay. Put that in there. Oops. And let's have a look at these. So do either of these match up to that one? You see, really, that 14 and 16 there under this light practically look the same colour. I think it's that one. It's not that one. That is just a slightly lighter shade, so I do believe it's that one. So I'm going to go with that one. Okay. You can actually do this with your normal resin or acrylic drills that you've got that haven't got DMC codes on. You can get your little bags out and just see if any of them do match up. It is a way to do it. It is quite a faff, and if you've got a lot of different colours, then it does really take quite a lot of doing. But all right, we've got a few blues here now, so we'll have a look at these blues. But yeah, you know, it depends how much you want, how much time you want to spend on your drills, and what you need to do. Now, to me, some of these do look the same colour. Those two do look the same colour, but they have put them as different shades. So let's start with this one. No, that's definitely a lot more bluey, and that's sort of brighter than that one. So we haven't got that one. Have a look at this pale blue. It's definitely not those, and we haven't got a pale one there. That's definitely not there. So is this one here, and is it that one? Let me have a look. Yes, yeah, it's that one. So we're going to go with this one. That's another one matched up. Okay, I hope you're still with me. This is turning out to be quite a long video, but we have got quite a bit done. We've done a bit of a post review, we've done a sealing of 3 things, and now we're doing a bit of putting away of gems. Okay, so let's just get the next little handful to see to match up. So we've got an orange. Oh, we haven't got any purple. We've got another pink again. We've got another green there, black, and then we've got these goldy colours. We've got an orange, so nope, definitely not that one. So we can put that one away. 78. Oh, that's pink. So we haven't got that one. Or was it theirs? Nope, still not those. Okay. And 78, 79. Just put these down again so I can see them. So I've checked them, but they do go different colours. Okay, so we're not any of those colours. We're not that one. We're definitely not. I say that I'm sure that's a 310 black, but they've got it in here, so I've left it in here. Now then, we've got a green there. So is that green? Ooh, is it that green? The next one's a green as well there. So let's have a look. Just put it down on the table. Do you know, I'm not sure that that's either of those. Or is it that one? Ooh, could be, could be. Yes, I think it's that one, so we're going to go with this one. Shake it all. Oh, hang on a minute. There's another one there as well. Oh, no, it's that one. You can see, yeah. So it's that one. Right, so it's not number 97. So let me just put that one on one side a minute. Number 101 now then. Is that colour? No, it's not that colour. And there too, that's a red and that's a very pale pink. Okay, haven't got any purples in this. That's the other green that we've just decided that it isn't. So we'll put that in there. So yeah, it's that green. This is why to go through. I wish these were more. I am going to have to put these onto a colour chart. I'm going to have to go through and as I say, make my own little colour chart for the Craft Buddy crystals up, and that will make this a lot easier to do because I am starting to get an awful lot of them. And as you saw, I've just got the Peter Rabbit cards, and right, with no purples, I'll put that one away. And so I will have a lot more gems to put away. Right, we've got another 4 pinks, so let's have a look here. Is that no, that nope, that's darker than that one, so it's not that one. Oh, the label's come off this one. Oh no, has it just turned over? Oh yeah, it's just trying to escape there. All right, let's have a look at this pale. Is that pale one there? It's not that one because that one's more of a rosy colour. So no, that's not that colour either. So let's keep going. Okay. Right, let's have a look at the next ones. So we've got another blue. We haven't got that one. Haven't got that green. Gold. Is it that colour? No, definitely not those. No. Oh, I think that could be that one. Yep, that's that colour. Okay. Let's put this one away. So we're not doing too bad with this. I think we're not going to have many that were not matched up that I haven't put away. And then back to this pink again. No, definitely not. Okay. So now we're on to the last few. So we've got this red, which nope, is definitely not that colour. Oops, I haven't put those away, have I? Keeping orderlies, otherwise I'm going to get muddled. Where does that one go? 311. Yep, that one goes in there. Okay. Right, so no, we've definitely not got that red. That's pink, isn't it? Greens, no, definitely not those greens. I'll just move these up here. Not that one. Not that one. Nope. Look at this pink. No, no, miles out. Gosh, nope. And that pink is definitely nope. And that's, yeah, very different pink. And then this gold, could be that one. No, I don't think it's either of those either. So we've been left with what, 3, 6, 9 to put away in my other gems. Right, so now because I can't match them up to the ones with numbers on, I'm going to look in my little box, and they will go in here. So let's see. So we'll start off. Oops. Put all these at this side. So that's the silver there, which we've already tipped some of those away. That's the grey, black, that's the red. So these are the 2 reds. And yeah, that's that red there. So these will go in this one, which is very, very full. I don't really want to start another bag, so okay, I'll get rid of those. I think put those into my spares, which I've just parcelled up and sent off. I no longer have any spares. This is all I've got, so that's a shame. Right, let's have a look for these 2 pinks. So is that one? No, that's too pale. Not that one. Is it that one? Not really. Let me put them down on the desk and have a look. Is that one? Yes, that's that one. So we can get this one put away. Okay. So these don't have any identifiers on them. These are just sort of spares. And then is that one then? That's a very, very pale one, but it's not that. It's not that one. No, it's definitely that one. Okay. So that's those put away. Okay. Right, so we don't got any purples, so let's have a look. Oops, I put the pinks away, have I? Oh, keep tidy, Liz. I'm thinking too far ahead. Too far ahead. Come on, get a grip. So greens, I've just got one green, which is that quite stark green there. Is it that one? Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, you see, I don't think that's any of these greens. No, is it that one? Oh yeah, when you spread them out and put them on the white. Yes, it is, it's that one. Okay, so at least we have found it. I was thinking, oh no, not another bag to start. So I'm not sure how many there are. I was looking on DP with Sparklers, Timor's site, and I think she sells the full set of crystals in rounds and squares, but it was about $80, something like that. And I didn't really want to pay that out when I've already got so many spares anyway, but I would have been interested in a code card with them all on. Right, so let's just have a quick look at the blues. We need 2 blues, so it's not that one. Could be that one. Just leave that one there. No, these are all darker. And no, so that's a definite new blue. Yeah, that's that one. So I do need a new bag. So I'll put this one away. Oops. Come on, come on. Get out. Put that one in there. Okay, so I need a new bag for that one. Right. Just put it in one of my new bags for now. These are the bags that the lovely Chris gave me, which nice thick ones, which I might swap out these because they're a little bit bigger and a little bit firmer to stand up. I just need a bit of card in there, but I'll pop that in later because I'm not quite sure where my card is. It could be downstairs, it could be upstairs. Right, orange. Let's see if we've got this orange. I've put the browns in with the oranges as well, so could be that one. Could be looking good. Oh, is it that one? Let me have a look. Let me check. No, it's that one. Definitely that one. Okay. Do any of you do this with your spare drills? Or is it just mad people like me that keep them all? It's the crafter in me. I can't throw anything away. I've said it before and I'll probably say it 100 times more. And then finally gold. Let's have a look at the gold at the back. So these are quite difficult to match up as well. So that's a possibility. That's a definite no. That's a definite no. That one's a definite no. No, that's a possibility. And that's a definite no. So let's have a look at these two. Okay. Yeah, that's that one. So that is going in this bag. That one's got a green and a pink in it. Look, there's a few escapees in it there. There must have been a good party there and they've all decided to join that little yellowy gold party. Okay, that's that one. And then this is it for the just standard round gems. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely the same colour. You can always just tip them out into your tray, put some at one side and some at the other, and then put them together and just compare them. That sometimes works as well. Right, so now we've finished with that little box. Okay, put him away. So now we need to look at the larger rounds. We only have 2 of the larger rounds, which are blue and green. And we know that the larger rounds are the Ys for the Craft Buddy ones. So I'll just grab these little bags here and we'll have a look through. So we're looking for a green and a blue. Okay. These are all the rounds. We're wanting a pale green. That one hasn't got anything in at all. That's strange. So no, we haven't got either of those. So we need bags for both of those. And let me just find the... Oops, that says AB. That says Y's there. Okay. Okay, so they're not in there. So if they're not in there, then now I go back and check my rounds in my blue at this side, which I'm a blue round. See if I've got one in here that matches. We want the pale round blue. No, it's not that one. Not that one. So yeah, we have got. So that's going to be a new one. That's another new one to add. Okay. So eventually, as I get more of the Craft Buddy ones, more of these will move across. But I'll check them in that side first and then come across to this side. So right now we're going to do the same with the greens. And oops, I was just sliding underneath there. I'm going to have to try and sort these out a little bit more, I think. They're a bit too slidey still at the moment. So I want all the ones that are round at the front. So I'm looking for, no, that's paler than that one, I think. Or is it, let me look. Nope, that is the same green. Good. They can go in this bag. Okay. so that's another one matched up. Just got my spare little bags out there. Right, so now we're on special shapes. So these are, that's teardrop, teardrop, teardrop. So we're looking at teardrops in the Craft Buddy gems, and the teardrops for whatever reason are S's. So we need to look, we're looking for quite large ones and then small in gold and red. So no, we've not got any of those, so we don't want those. So now we're going to be looking red first, because that'll be the easiest one to do. Okay, the iridescent ones, the ones that are AB coated, that are like silver, it's really difficult to decide which area to put them in. Right, that's pink, so where's red? Let's find red. Oh, red was at the front here. Yes, it is. So we want the teardrops, which are going to be in the middle there. Oh no, they're hearts, so they must be in the one in front of that. You can see I'm sure I had more than that. And yes, I've got some of those. So yeah, that's those there. Okay, that's those matched up. And I must get these cards labelled as well, so that we divided into proper little sections. I haven't put these away, have I? Oh, silly this. These are the rounds, aren't they, for the greens? So I've got rounds at the front, then marquees and teardrops, and then all different special shapes, all behind different cards. So that's those put away there. So, and that's the red ones that need to go back away in there of teardrops as well. Okay, so now we're looking for gold teardrops. I hope you stayed with me. Thank you very much if you have. And let me just grab the teardrops. Are the teardrops at the front, or are the marquees at the front? Looks like these are all the marquees at the front in this one. So if I get them labelled up, it will make things slightly easier. Need to cut some little more bits of card as well. So these are they those? Yep, that's that one, so that's good. That's another one I can get put away. So we're down to the last one, peeps. Yay! Right, one more to match up. It is nice to get them all put away. I do like, rather than just bunging them all in a box and then not being able to find anything or do anything, I like to be able to just have them organised. So now we're on silver, and we want large silver teardrops. So they're rounds and shapes. They're the marquee, so the teardrops are at the front. So let's have a look, see if we've got any large silvers. So, nope, they're slightly bigger. Is it that one? It's that one, yes. So we've done quite well with this. We've only had to make one extra bag for that round blue. So that was good, and all the specials. Okay. There was the one that went into the just standard small round gems as well, but yeah. So there we are, all knitted down, all put away neatly. Love it. Well, thank you very much. This has been a marathon video. This is practically dry on this side. Look, you can see it's doing really well. So just then got to put my little tag on with my little bow and my message from my mum, and then she will be getting this tomorrow or the day after, ready for Mother's Day, and hopefully she'll want to keep it out. As you can see, the little gem that I put extra to cover up the hole has stayed in place, and that is now stuck, so that's great. Just a little bit more to dry on that side. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed watching this with me, and if you have, a thumbs up is always very much appreciated. And if you want to come back and see what I get up to next and see my other projects, then if you press that subscribe button down in this corner and the all notifications bell next to it, you'll be notified when any of my videos come up. So thanks ever so much for stopping by, and I do hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.